Hey everyone, I'm Lori Alvarez, and this is Real Estate with Soul. All facts, no fluff. If you're a homeowner wondering how to boost the value of your home, whether you plan to sell soon or just plan to build equity, this video is just for you. Today I'm going to walk you through the 5 specific improvements you can do, some right away, I would suggest, that deliver measurable value. I'll include typical costs, what kind of value lift you might expect, and some real data you could decide what makes best sense for you and your home. So let's dive in.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Before we jump into the 5 items, a quick word on why. According to the latest data, home improvement remodeling projects in the U.S. are very active. Americans spend an estimated $603 billion in 2024 on remodeling, according to the National Association of Realtors. Also, remodeling projects vary widely in how much the cost is actually recouped or increased home value. Nationally, the average return on investment, ROI, across lots of projects is about 69%, according to today's homeowner. That tells us you can add value and you want to pick your upgrades out smartly and ideally choose ones that deliver the highest return on investment, ROI, and our strategic value in the market. With that in mind, here are 5 upgrades I recommend, ranked roughly by ease, impact, and I'll give you those cost estimates and what kind of value lift you might expect. So, number 1, let's start with a relatively low hassle, high impact improvement. Your front entry and or the garage door. The parts of your home that everyone sees from the street. So data from 2025 Cost versus Value report from Zonda JLLC Group shows that replacing a steel entry door cost on average about $2,345 and adds resale value of $5,270, representing a 216% return, according to Zillow. I'll tell you, I just put a door on my house 4 years ago, and it was $3,000. So that sounds pretty reasonable, and my door is gorgeous. Also, a garage door replacement in the same report had a cost approximately $4,672, and the resale on that was an added value of $12,507, over 200% in many markets, according to Zonda. Well, I just changed my garage door too, and that was about $5,000. And my front looks stellar. I am going to say it was worth every penny. And I am glad that Zonda has confirmed that. So what does this really mean for you? Suppose you spent $2,500 on a nice steel entry door, or refurbish your existing door with hardware and lighting. You could reasonably expect a home's value to increase by $5,000 plus, assuming your market is similar to ours. So here in the LA region where we are, curb appeal is especially important because buyers often make split-second judgments from drive-bys. So this is a smart move to make. And I will tell you, we will go out and look at properties and sellers will be like, the buyer never came and looked inside my house. And I'm like, oh, yes, they drove by and said, no, thank you. So you want that exterior curb to look fantastic. Here's the key takeaway. A relatively modest outlay, a few $1,000s, and you may double your money in terms of value added. Make sure the style matches your home and the neighborhood. and your house will sell much, much faster. Time is money, people. Next up, improving the exterior appearance of your home, painting, siding, or adding veneer. So according to the same cost versus value data, the manufactured stone veneer project cost about $11,702 and added resale value of $24,328. That's a 208% recoup according to Zillow again, and that's nationwide. Also themed in the broader what upgrades increase home value list, painting the whole exterior averages about $3,178 according to Angie's data on HomeLight. And I would second that. I painted my house. It was about $3,000. It looks fantastic. And I need to add some additional colors to it, so I'm going to be doing that to spruce it up and make it a little sexier. Example for your home. Let's say you spend 10 grand to freshen up your siding or paint and add some stone detail. You could reasonably expect your value uplift in the $20,000 range, depending again on your lot size, condition, and market. So bonus, this all speeds the sale because a home that is good looking, in condition, that attracts more traffic and has fewer buyer objections. So my key takeaway on this one, exterior upgrades, especially ones that burst curb appeal in a meaningful way, are among the highest value improvements. Invest in what shows well from the street. We have this one gentleman in our real estate world, and he always says, "Honey, stop the car. I just saw my house." That's what you want your house to do when people drive by. So look, moving inside, item number 3, the kitchen. Kitchens matter a lot in homebuyer minds, and you don't always need a full-blown luxury overhaul. A minor kitchen remodel often yields a greater return on investment. According to Zillow's aggregated data, a mid-range minor kitchen remodel cost about $28,458. It added approximately $32,140 in value, which is 113% recoup, according to Zillow nationwide. Other sources say minor kitchen remodels get 70 to 80% return on investment. That's according to this old house. So for your home, suppose your budget is around $25,000 to $30,000 to refresh cabinets, refacing of new doors, update countertops, new hardware and fixtures, maybe new flooring, and a fresh paint. You might see a value lift of $30,000 plus, depending on the home size and, of course, region. Look, the tip here is to stay mid-range to capture the best return on investment. Do not overspend into luxury unless the market strongly supports it. I gotta say, when I did my kitchen addition, and I didn't remodel it, but I did an addition and a brand new kitchen install. I did luxury and it put me over budget. Don't do it. So, your key takeaway here, kitchens are selling features. Upgrading them smartly, not extravagantly, can pay off. So, item 4, outdoor living spaces, decks, patios, backyard upgrades, especially for regions like ours here in Southern California, where outdoor living is a big plus. The data shows deck additions like wood cost products about $18,263, and their added resale value is only $17,323, so it's like a 95% recoup. Whereas a composite deck costs about 25 grand. That adds value of about 22,000, so it's an 89% value recoup according to Zillow.com. going to say don't do wood, go composite. Wood will just cost you more money over time. It's just my personal opinion. Also, adding holistic articles that show that the curb and outdoor living projects can recoup 80% of costs or more, according to Eden Prairie Local News. So for your home, if you invest about 15 to 20,000 into building or upgrading a deck, patio with great materials, you might expect to add value between 15 to 20,000 in a ballpark. Also, this can help your home show better, more usable space for buyers, especially in climates like ours. I remember when I was whining that my house was too small, and I said, just add an outdoor patio. I now have another living room, and the kids are always outside watching TV there. Oh, do it. It makes great sense. So, look, the key takeaway here is if your lot allows for it, outdoor living enhancements can significantly boost buyer appeal and value. So, finally, item number 5, upgrades that deliver not just aesthetic appeal and long-term utility, sustainability value, energy efficient windows, doors, insulation, smart home tech. These are increasingly valued by the buyers. No fun for the sellers because you really don't see it, and it makes a big difference on your utility costs. So according to some sources, exterior energy efficiency upgrades have a return on investment around 80%. Exterior projects overall 80% versus the interior at 57%, according to today's homeowner. While exact numbers vary, for example, upgrading insulation might cost a few $1,000s. It will yield you strong value, according to Eden Prairie Local News. Example here. If you spend $10,000 to replace your windows, your doors, your energy efficient versions, improving insulation, maybe upgrade that HVAC controls, you could spend perhaps about $8,000 or more in added value, plus ongoing savings on the utility bills, which is a huge selling point. So in our market, highlighting move-in ready, low maintenance, energy efficient helps your listing stand out. We even have a box in the MLS for you if you're energy efficient. So it really promotes your property. So look, the key takeaway here, don't overlook utility smart upgrades. They help both living quality and resale value. So there you have it, 5 actionable upgrades today that can boost your home's value. Number 1, the entry garage door upgrade, curb appeal. Number 2, exterior paint, siding, veneer. It's a visual impact. Number 3, a minor kitchen remodel, interior, the heart of the home. And number 4, outdoor living space, the deck or patio. And to me, that's get the kids outside. Number 5, energy efficient, smart home upgrades, utility plus value. This is going to be my personal tip. Don't wait to do it right before you sell your house. Do it over the lifetime, as we mentioned earlier in the podcast. You'll enjoy it, and you'll get a greater return on investment. So with each comes a typical cost range and a value lift potential based on the national data. Remember, your local market may vary, so check with your local real estate go-to. Fine Pro tuned in knows what he's doing. I know you found this helpful, so hit the like button and subscribe for more real estate tips. And if you're in the LA Inland Empire area and want help figuring out which upgrades you guys should do that make most sense for your specific home, drop me a comment or send me a message. I'd be glad to come by and give my 2 cents.